What if everything you are stressing about right now actually works out? Not because of luck, but because you finally stopped thinking the worst and started moving differently. In this video, we'll go over how your brain defaults to negative thinking, how you're already visualizing just in the wrong direction, and how shifting your expectations changes your actions. So first, it's important to remember our brain is designed to think worst case scenario. It is his main duty to protect us, to keep us safe. So by thinking worst case scenario, your brain is rehearsing something to prepare for that case. By thinking worst case scenario, your brain is doing its job, nothing else. Your brain is designed to keep you safe, not to make you successful. This is backed up by science. Neuroscience actually shows that the brain has a negative bias. We focus more on threats than opportunities. So to counter that, to stop thinking worst case scenario all the time and becoming a victim of that, catch yourself mid thoughts. Become aware of your thoughts. First of all, let's start there because that's the beginning. You have to become aware of your thoughts so you can control your thoughts. So practice paying attention to what you think as many times as you can during the day. Remind yourself, oh, what am I thinking right now? And observe what you are thinking. Once you start becoming aware of your thoughts more naturally and automatically, then start filtering your negative thoughts. Once you notice, as soon as you think something negative or worst case scenario, you start thinking, stop your thoughts, mid thoughts, stop it right there. As soon as you realize it, you stop it. You tell yourself, if you have to out loud, stop it, brain. F it if people are around you and think you're crazy. At least you're doing the inner work. So stop your negative thoughts. Notice, tell yourself, what am I assuming right now? I'm assuming negative thing. I'm assuming worst case scenario. And redirect this. Redirect that thought and label it. Label it. Is it fear or fact? And more often than not, it will be fear and not fact. It will be your fear-based thinking that is controlling you. So once you notice this and you label your thoughts, you put yourself in a position where you can redirect that thought and you can start flipping the scenario around and choosing the thought that serves you instead of being a victim of the neural pathways in your brain that been practiced for many years. Well, you decide now that, okay, I don't believe in those thoughts anymore. Those thoughts are not me. The scared, the fearful, the doubtful, the I don't want to fail, the I'm scared to be embarrassed, the I'm scared to be rejected. You don't identify with those. So you let them go and you replace them by something that serves you. What this does, it corrects your visualization. When you think and overthink and you think and visualize and imagine, you are imagining, but you are imagining the worst case scenario. The problem is that when you rehearse worst case scenario, you attract worst case scenarios. You are lowering your vibration and you are matching with frequencies of worst case scenario. So remember that overthinking and visualizing but negative things, negative scenarios is what you are attracting and what you are going to get in your real life, in your world. Start visualizing in a positive way. Start thinking positive scenarios instead of the worst case scenarios. Even if you have to be delusional, I have a video on being delusional. If you put Aziza Horizon, be delusional, you will find it. Even if you are thinking things and it's like, well, what I'm thinking is a fact though. Like I do not have the money on my bank account to pay my bills at the end of the month. Well, do you still want to think about this and think negatively and worst case scenario? But what if it works out? What if you receive the money? What if somebody comes and helps you? What if a check comes in the mail? What if it works out? That's literally the point of this video, is to stop thinking of the reality of things and of the worst case scenarios that match that reality that you are living right now, or that is not even your reality yet, that you're just assuming. and replacing it by positive thinking. But what if it works out? But what if I find a solution? What if an opportunity comes to me? What if a miracle happens? How many times we hear miracle stories? So start brainwashing yourself with positive things, which is ultimately a positive visualization that you are doing. And you have more chances of attracting positivity and opportunities and aligning with miracles when you are thinking positive scenarios rather than when you are rehearsing negative scenarios. So instead of imagining awkward moments in a conversation or at this interview you're going, or if you're imagining things going wrong for you in the situation that you are in, stop yourself from doing this and start imagining the best case scenario. Joe Dispenza teaches that your brain, your mind doesn't make the difference between what is real and what is imagined, what is rehearsed. So by rehearsing positive thing, your mind is thinking that this is the reality. And if your mind thinks this is reality, it will find proof to confirm this reality. It will align and see things that you cannot see when you are in a negative state of mind. So to counter that, you can practice by replacing one negative scenario daily with a positive outcome. See it, feel it, and replay it. Repeat, repeat, repeat. You are rewiring your brain by repetition. By thinking positively over and over and over again, you are training your brain to think positively more than not. That also influences what you expect in life, the way you think. If you think positive, your expectations are ultimately going to be positive, and that will be reflected in your reality. If you expect things to work, more than not, they will work out. If you expect things to work, you will move, you will act on things, you will do more, you will achieve more, you will align, you will attract. If you expect things to go wrong, you freeze, you fight, you flight, you're in survival mode, and you do not act, you hesitate. So here to practice having positive expectations, which are ultimately bring positive outcomes. Ask yourself, if I knew this would work, how would I move? And then move like that. Move with a positive mindset. The way you do things and how you feel when you do things have a direct impact with the outcome. Let's say you're a content creator and you post, but you are hesitant, you are doubtful, you are fearful, you edit a million times, you overthink. What you are posting and what you are creating carries the energy. It carries the energy that you have as you create, during your creation. When you post confidently or totally detached, often people say like, the content that I don't care about and that I barely edit and that I don't even think that is going to perform, but I just post just to post it because I felt like it that day. This is the content that works. This is the content that go viral because you either detach, so you don't carry the scarcity energy in it, or you're confident and you feel good about it and you don't delay and you don't over edit and it works out because it carries that energy. And doing this, practicing being positive and practicing having positive expectations. This is not being delusional and lying to yourself. It's strategy, because you understand that the energy that you put out is what you're getting back. You are choosing a more useful belief. You are choosing a more advantageous belief. You are choosing something that is serving you instead of something that is blocking you. Just remember that either way you are thinking, either way you are believing, either way you are expecting. It's just in our nature. Now you have the choice to either think negatively, choose to think negatively, or keep thinking worst case scenario, because this is just your default mode and this is just how our brain is wired. Or you put energy and effort and awareness, intention into changing that, and you start practicing and choosing positive belief and positive thinking to do that. Adopt this baseline. Always remind yourself, It's working out for me. Even if I don't see it yet, it always works out for me. And repeat this to yourself daily, because it does. It always works out for you. It always does. It always works out. The worst case scenario and all the fear and all the overwhelmed feeling and all the doubts, it is just your default mode. It is something that you've been doing for so many years. But it doesn't mean that it's true. It doesn't mean that it's your reality, and it doesn't mean that it's your only option. You have the option to rewire your brain and stop thinking that way and control, have the intention behind every single one of your thoughts. The more intentional you are with your thinking, and the better your life is going to be, and the more things you are going to achieve, and the better things you are going to attract and align with. So be intentional with your thinking and believe that it is going to work out, instead of what if it doesn't work out, and what if I don't find a solution, and what if I fail, and what if this and that. What if it works out? What if it all works out? The moment you change your mindset and you think differently, and you think that things works out for you, you will move differently. And by moving differently and doing things differently, your reality and your life will change. It has no other choice but to change, because how you think is the roots. It is the cause of your reality. What you live and your surrounding and your 3D life, it is the effect, it is the consequence of your thoughts. So you change your thinking, you change how you think and perceive yourself, and the things that you believe in, the thing that makes you you, that you identify, that I am thing that you are. You change that, you will change automatically how you act, react, do things, and move in life, and ultimately the things that are manifesting will be different for you. So to recap, we've covered that your brain is wired for the worst case scenario thinking, that you are already imagining and visualizing, you're just doing it wrong, you're just doing it in a negative way instead of a positive one, and that your expectations shape your behavior. So the action steps are to catch your negative thinking, catch the negative thoughts as soon as they come, and interrupt them, stop them. You label them, and then you will direct them, meaning you replace them by a better outcome. And finally, act as if things work out for you. Start just acting like that, telling yourself that all the time, and stop relying on your reality of the now, of your 3D world, of everything that is right now in your life, to anticipate and assume the future. The more you do that, the more you're just repeating the past, because your reality of now is the effect. It is the reflection of your previous thought. It's what you thought yesterday and the day before and the day before, and all those are the reflections in your reality. So if you base your thinking and your assuming on things that are already in your reality, it is like you base your future on your past. It doesn't make any sense unless you want to be stuck exactly where you are. But if you want to go forward and build new things and experience new things and have a different life, a better life, whatever life you are aiming for, whatever goal you are going after, well, stop looking at your reality and start looking at what you think, because what you think is the root of what you experience in life. It is your identity and your thinking and your beliefs that create your reality. I hope this video helped. If you are new here, I am Aziza. I help you embrace your growth journey and create your dream life. So if you have goals, dreams, ambitions, and you want to expand and you want a better life, you want to create a life that you love, well, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I see you in the next video. Bye bye.